the all-natural solution that's in this little bottle here, my mom swears is better than the commercial mold remover.
We were told that this came out 12 to 15 years ago and was an industry changer. That this concrobium mold control spray was just an amazing thing. We were told by someone who worked in the industry of treating old apartments and buildings in Detroit for mold, and he said this is the best stuff. Well, my daughter made this just this week, and she can tell you what's in it, but I can tell you this works so much better than this. Now this is good, but this is unbelievably better. So even when I spray this on mold, just for reference, we live in a very old apartment complex. It's what we can afford. And we just had a lot of life things kind of lay us out. That's what we can afford right now. But we get serious black mold around the windows constantly. This, when I spray it on there, it doesn't visibly do anything to the mold. This, when I spray a little bit on there, it actually makes it go away. And it's like you can visibly see immediately that it's cleaning it. I tried this. I've got a big patio door window, and it's a bear to clean, and so I've got it clean. I don't really want to spray things around it and make it need cleaning again right away. So I put the sprays on a cloth and wiped them on the mold. This I used 3 times in a row. And this one time works way better. It takes way more off. You can see it on your paper towel. It's coming off much better. I'll let her tell you everything that's in here because I know a few things, but I'm going to get it wrong.
Thank you, Mom, for that wonderful testimonial. Now let's see what's exactly in this all-natural spray. I hope this video is not too shaky. I'm going to be filming with my hand, but I'm going to show you what exactly I put in this little bottle here. So what you're going to need is less than like a 1/4 teaspoon, like a 1/2 to a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda powder. So just use a little bit because this will foam up when it's combined or reacts with the white distilled vinegar that you're going to put in the bottle, ideally with a small little funnel. But first what you're going to do is put this vinegar about most of the way up, like half the way up at the very least. And then you're going to use 2 essential oils. Now, people say what they will about essential oils, but there has been scientific evidence of eucalyptus and tea tree oil specifically having antifungal and antimicrobial properties according to various studies on PubMed.gov. So if you really want to know about the antifungal and antibacterial properties of these 2, I suggest looking at PubMed. We also know that vinegar has antimicrobial and antifungal properties as well, so you're going to want most of this to be vinegar, and then about 10 drops of this and 10 drops of the other, so 10 drops tea tree, and then the 10 drops eucalyptus. And then you're going to put in a little bit of the baking soda powder, and then you're going to let the thing fizz and react as it will, and then you're going to shake it a little bit to make sure it's all really gotten in there good, and then you have your antimicrobial or antifungal mold spray, like that my mom said works better than the commercial stuff from what she saw. And I agree that, like, from what I see when we get the black colored mold around our windows, that it does seem to work better and have more immediately visible results. How well this works at keeping mold at bay long term, I am unsure, but this works in the short term very effectively at removing this black colored mold or mildew or whatever it is from around our windows. And I'm really happy it does, because mold exposure and mildew exposure is not good for human health. And the more we can do to make ourselves healthier and remove these toxins from our environments, especially when we cannot move or get a whole issue about getting the mold removed or anything like that, we don't have the money for that, having sprays like this are really, really, really important, as well as having special teas to help bind to the endotoxins and things that the mold will produce in your body. Things like Pata arco bark and sarsaparilla root specifically. Don't quote me on that, that's just what I've heard and what research has seemed to confirm for me. But, I'd say that This spray works pretty well. Just get yourself a spray bottle, ideally glass, but I just used plastic. Mostly this, white distilled vinegar, a little bit of tea tree, a little bit of eucalyptus, tiny bit of baking soda. Shake it up after it's fizzed, and you've got yourself a effective mold spray. I hope this made sense. Stay magical. This is Hawk signing out. Thank you for coming along with me on this part of my journey.